350Z. Who's the sexiest dude you know? Like, around here. Just, point at him. Oh, well. Thank you. Welcome back. So, last week, we got our upper half tore off, down to the valley, get our knock sensor put in. That was when we found said broken bolt in our lower intake. Tried to extract it, broke our extractor, ordered our gaskets. All that stuff's in now. New gaskets, new lower intake. Remember, we painted our plenum, our throttle body. We didn't paint the lower portion of the plenum, but it's all right. You only see a little bit on the bottom, and maybe we do it some other time. Oh, we pulled the cats out. We got those Mad Hornet test pipes put in. Oxygen sensors. I don't think I put the oxygen. I don't think I even put any video of the oxygen sensors in when I was editing. I don't remember doing it, so I don't think I did. But we did the new knock sensor. Put that guy in the valley, which was the whole point of tearing it down that far. New pigtail in. I will say, do I still have the paperwork here? Wiring Specialties LLC. It was a high temp pigtail for that knock sensor. Do not recommend. It's easily 4.5 inches shorter than the factory one. It still fits, but it did not fit in the same fashion that the factory one that came off of it did. I had to snake it in a different spot, come out underneath of the cooling piping that's in the back of the valley to get it down to its correct plug area. So anyways, the Wiring Specialties, let me look again, Wiring Specialties LLC. Do not recommend. Definitely way too short. I will write them an email. It's not way too short. It's shorter than it needed to be. You're trying to tell me they saved that much money for what they charged for wiring to not get, did it need the extra 6 inches of it? No, that's what she said. But it definitely could have been 2 or 3 inches longer and went around things. It would have been a lot easier. So, put the wife and kids to bed, grab yourself an ice cold ginger ale, and let's get some work done. Also, there may or may not have been a time where I forgot to mention that it's 8:30 in the morning. That clock's still not right. And it's already almost 90 degrees inside the insulated shop. Yeah, she's gonna be a sweaty one today. New gaskets in. Lower intake in. Torqued. Make sure to follow your correct torque specifications and tightening down pattern, or whatever the internet tells you to do. Injectors in, fuel rail on. Don't forget, you got little spacers that go underneath of the fuel rail. You can't really see them now. Little black spacer, little black spacers. New one didn't come with it, of course. Well, it was used, so Make sure to cannibalize your old ones. Keep them spaced off. All right. Lower plenum time, boys. Gasket. Lowest plenum. Lowest of them all. Front and back. Plenum gasket. Got little arrows telling you which side's front. On. On. Down. Next. Also has an arrow. Says, point to the coolest person you know. Well, it's got to be pointing towards me then, of course, so we'll just flop that on too. Don't forget your torque patterns and specifications. All right, friend came over to borrow the tractor, so we stopped working for a little bit. I had to help him load up the tractor. He's doing, I don't know, backfilling something, filling. So and I didn't talk to him. I'm not a talker, but then he talked for forever. So we lost about an hour's worth of work, maybe. So back to the car. I did super clean, boom. I'm a big fan of super clean. Cleaned out our lower plenum. I did show you the lower plenum. Now we're getting the upper plenum put on, getting our bolts all laid out of our bags. Titan specs and torque specs. And we have coolant hoses and stuff on the back. Yep, throttle body coolant hoses on the back of this plenum. So we'll get those thrown on. Let's get back to finishing this up. Okay, boys, we got the plenum back on. I didn't want to just throw the wiring loom back in because I was going to put the high temp Tessa tape. It's what they use on BMWs and Jaguars. It is a high temp tape for looming. So I still left some of the under stuff on, chafing loom, and Tessa taped over that, but I redid, high temp under the areas that need high temp as well, and then Tessa on the outside of that. But I've run out of time. We got a kids program at the church tonight, so it's already 3. I got to get out of here by 3:30 so I can get there in time to do that. But that's where we got so far today. We'll jump back on her tomorrow, and we'll be able to button them up quick. If it wasn't for the buddy coming over to get the tractor and redoing most of that loom, I would have been done an hour ago. But see you in the morning. Blinded by the lights. New day. Okay, boys, I lied to you though. I did get the loom back on, got our manifold back on, got our intake and everything back on. But I didn't pick the camera up. It was later at night, and so Lynch wouldn't start, and it was throwing codes. Rechecked all my wiring 3 times. Everything was plugged in. Nothing was broken. Power was going. But called a buddy of mine. He was like, I've never seen it happen before or know that it's true, but people have said, unplug your camshaft position sensors and just plug them back in. I did. Fired right up. Don't know why. But we can't really mess with it much right now because I got that all back in, but I also took the accelerator position sensor out. I took the gas pedal out. And because we were still getting some of that weird fluctuation in RPMs, it's probably what it is. So I had ordered one of those. It should be here today. But before we mess around with the car, we got to do all of the things. We're going on vacation this weekend. Next week. So we're going to go camping. Got to get camping stuff down from up there. Probably work a little bit on our chicken coop, or at least show you guys what we've gotten done on the chicken coop. And then the normal stuff, feeding the pigs and whatnot. We got a couple hours worth of stuff to do before we can even mess with the 350 or the mini bikes. I think we need to get a can of, before we leave, we need to get a can of slime. Because I'm assuming you ran over a cactus needle. You ran over a cactus, I would assume. Because you have like the slowest leak in that rear tire. We'll get a can of slime for that before we go camping, so that we ain't gonna try to fill that up every single day on the mountain. But yeah, let's get at her. Well, all right, boys. Rest of this week is going to be camping with the family, so we won't be picking up the camera very much. You'll get this video a week late or so, but that's all right. We're going to have a good time. Camping in bear country? Check. Set up the tent? Check. Pet Frankie? Check. Campfire by the creek? Check. Mini biking with the boy? Check. All right, boys. We're just going to do some family camping now. We'll pick up the camera after we're done, after we get home. You guys take it easy. Well, we're back from camping. Got everything laid out, dried out, unpacked, put away. So I'm going to jump on, try to get these video edited up for you so you can get it beginning of the week. And then we're just going to get right back into the other stuff we got here. Vacation time's over. So remember, you can make excuses or you can make results. See you next time.